All right, boys and girls, I got a special RC to show you guys. This is the UDIRC RAGESHARK, a 1/16 scale stunt truck. But unlike the 1610S I did a video of, this is geared towards beginners. So it's brushed and it's not that fast, not as fast as a 1610S, but when you're ready, it is fully upgradable to turn into a beast. So let's check it out. This RC does come in two colors. We got the white, red, and blue. And then we have the white, yellow, and purple. Pretty nice. For specs, we have a high torque servo, TPR tires, sealed ball bearings, oil-filled shocks, which is really nice for the price point, metal gears, and this is the best part of this truck right here. It is fully upgradable to a brushless system, but you don't just get a brushless system with the little upgrade packages. They have a full upgrade package, so tires, differentials, stuff like that. I'll put a list in the description of everything it comes with. So when you're ready to move on from a brush setup, or whoever you gift this to is getting older and they want something faster, this RC is fully upgradable to turn into a monster. All right, so UDIRC did send me this truck because they were kind of impressed with my 1610S video, and they wanted me to check this truck out because this is a special little 16 scale, that's for sure, because it's fully upgradable. And they did tell me that they have a 1-year replacement on parts. I'm not sure of the details on that, but that is a pretty nice little feature they have with these. Definitely stand by their products. So let's pull this thing right out of here. All right. So first thing I noticed is they give you a little flag here. That is awesome. Little checkered racing flag. Says here, lifelong support guaranteed. Contact us via Amazon or email for a personalized solution. So yeah, UDIRC is opening Amazon store. Well, it's already open by the time you see this video. And they will have all the parts for this and the upgrade kit. So these guys are really stepping up their game, and this looks to be like a good choice for a beginner, that's for sure. Here we have the transmitter. Very nice. We have a channel 4 and channel 3 here, so probably one of these are for the lights or the power. This is a 3 selection, so it's probably power levels. Then we have our on and off switch here. Popping this open, we have some instructions. We got steering trim, steering dual rate. They give you a nice little warning here. Beginners are advised to start from a lower speed to avoid serious damage caused by improper operations. So yeah, this RC is geared towards beginners, so great for a kid. And then when they, they're ready to move up to a brushless system, they offer the package to, really turn up the power on this thing. Ooh, not bad, not bad. Let's see, we have the instructions, and now I'll take a look at it in a second. Very nice. I like the body. Wheels are cool too. Nice and concave like the 1610S, and they have a nice little red center cap, so that is a nice touch. So in the accessory pack, we have LED lights like the 1610S. We got our operational manual. And then we have some really nice stickers to apply to the body. I like those a lot. They look really good. Then we have our USB charger, 1200 milliamp hour 2S battery. This does come with 2 batteries, so the other one's probably in the truck. And like the 1610S, they give you fat stacks of control arms, so they really take care of you when it comes to spare parts. Then they also give you some spare axles. As you can see, they are plastic, but you can fully upgrade them to metal. Zip ties. And in this package, we have our wheel wrench, a couple Allens, and our body clip for the clipless body. So it's like a safety clip on top of the clip back here, so the body won't pop off when you're doing some stunts. All right, I went ahead and put on those decals in the front and the back. It's looking pretty sharp. I did also want to note that the transmitter came with its own decals, so That is a nice little touch. I love that companies are starting to do this now. You can see that this channel switch is definitely the throttle limiter. So we have 50%, 75%, and 100%. Pretty nifty. Here's another cool little feature. You don't have to worry about AA batteries. You can use them if you want to. But if you have a spare 2S around that looks like this, you can use that. No problem. Plugs right up. I do recommend taking off this plate though, because the wires can get hooked on it. And the factory battery does not work for me. It's a hair too tight, but this blue 2S works just fine. I really like that feature. More RC companies should do this. So I have my 1610S here. As you can see, it is well driven. I wanted to compare the tires. So the tires on this thing are like very soft, grippy, and they have a thick foam in them. These tires, however, have a little bit more harder compound. They are grippy, and there is no foam, and they are vented. These are vented too. Also, the clipless body is different on this one. So in this one, you just lift up, and the body lifts up, and it's kind of cumbersome, but you kind of have to jam it, and it comes off just like that. As you can see, the body does come with a nice roll cage in there for protection. Pretty good. I know the material of the body is also different than the 1610S. So this one is way more durable, but we'll see how durable this one is as well. Checking underneath the hood, we can see the extra battery there. I did wire in my lights. So as you can see, you just plug it into the ESC. The ESC is a 2-in-1. And the motor is a 390 brushed motor. The chassis on these trucks are identical. But this model is definitely not as beefy as a 1610S. So you have plastic axles, plastic drive cups, solid steering link arms. And another thing to note, even though this is a high torque servo, I don't believe it has metal internals like the 16S does. All right, so I opened up the front diffs of the 1611 and the 1610S. As you can see, the 1611 has a different diff than the 1610. So this is an all steel diff, steel axle, steel cups, and this has a zinc alloy diff with plastic axles and cups. The shocks are also plastic on this, whereas the shocks on this are metal. And there's also the 1610 Pro, which has a different differential too. So there's 3 different types of differentials. Each model has its own diff, this being the strongest. The base model has hex hardware too, and it has really premium hardware with all 3 models. Very nice. I am very impressed with the hardware of these trucks. All right, so I have this little guy out here to do a speed run at my little small scale speed spot. I'm going to try to do all 3 speeds just to see what the difference is. I'm not expecting too much out of this because it is brush, so I think the top speed of this thing is going to be somewhere in the 20s. Not too bad for a young kid. Got to keep in mind that this is aimed at the younger crowd. Something they can grow into. So it's nice that they offer very low speeds. All right, stop read. 13 miles an hour on 50%. All right, stop read. 16 miles an hour, not too bad. Now let's do 100%. Well, it's going pretty good on full power. Yeah, full power 100% is something where I'd keep it at for my kid. That's plenty fast for him. Not too bad. It does right around what I would think would do for something brushed. Given my experience with similar brushed RCs, they all do around 20 miles an hour. All right, let's see what it did. Stop, read, 19 miles an hour. Keep in mind, this is a brushed motor. It needs to be broken in a little bit. So once it's broken in, it should be able to hit 20, maybe 21 miles an hour. Not a bad little RC, I gotta say. Plenty of grip. Super fun for the kids. All right, let's see how this little guy bashes. It's a little dusty from the baseball field, but that's all right. Woo! Nice. Little guy got some oomph. Woo! All right. Oh, I thought it'd be a little slug, but you know, the brush motor is doing pretty good. Woo! Oh, not too bad. Nice. All right, little guy, go. Woo! Yeah, so far so good. Not bad for being brushed. Perfect. Still good. Woo! Whoa, cleared that. Oh no. It's good. Yeah, so far the differentials are holding up. Woo! See how it likes the big jumps. Nice. Nice. What a fun little truck. Full throttle. Oh, that was a chassis hit. Woo, man. I'm giving this thing a beating. Everything still looks good, so I can say that it's kid approved. Get rid of this trash here. It does not look good. There's a trash bin right there, so. Backflip. Oh, I don't think it made it. All right, it's on its feet. Nice. Trying to see if it can do a backflip. Nope, no backflip. So far it has been really tough. Woo! It's taking my abuse, so I guess that says something. Wow, this is a fun little RC. Woo! For being brushed, it gets a thumbs up for me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, we're good. Nice. Can't quite make it on that side, but it's all right. So overall, I am pretty impressed. Woo! This thing's taking some skate park abuse. Not that it's the right way to drive this thing, but this is a test to see how durable it is. This is a really good entry-level RC. It's even more awesome that you can make it into one of the most insanest 16 scale RCs. This thing's really good. Seems like it's well built, just like this one is. Can't find any cons with it. I do gotta say, if you run it on 100%, it does get really, really hot after a while, so watch out for that, especially if you hand this to a young one. You know, parents probably have to change out the batteries because, yeah, brushed motor in this gets really hot. Other than that, when you clean it, don't let a drop of water hit the ESC. Don't ask me how I know.